in downtown Parkersburg showing so much lightning. So you're probably already awake. Good morning to everybody. We're going to be tracking a line of storms moving through. So far, it's been rather tame, but there's still been some wind gusts up to around 40 miles per hour with this line of storms, especially reported out at the Ohio University Airport. So Alexa had her interview with the players of Parkersburg South, but I'm out here with the players of Parkersburg High School, Andrew, Matthew, and Rudy. I'll be talking to them in just a minute, but let's get a look at that forecast this morning, which is honestly feeling a little bit chilly. Now, luckily, the sun is starting to rise off in the distance in downtown Parkersburg through the Highmark, West Virginia sky cam. Doing good. So earlier, before the break, we were talking to Parkersburg South. How are you guys feeling about going out against them later on this evening?
We're excited. It'll be a good game.
So far, the past couple of scans have shown really the rotation starting to weaken, but we are still going to be staying on air until this tornado warning has passed. But Happy Friday, everybody. We're back here in Marietta because, you know, First Friday is going on this evening, and we're going to be enjoying some fantastic weather just like right now. Looking at that sun slowly rising off, so looking a little bit dark into downtown Marietta, but hey, no worries. We'll see plenty of sunshine going throughout the rest of the day. Get us out of these chilly temperatures we're with right now, 53 as you head out the door. Still looking at low 50s through the Middle Ohio Valley. We have not been able to get Athens or Caldwell down into the upper 40s, but you know, fall is coming, and that means we're going to be seeing those cooler temperatures returning. But for now, back to a warming trend as this area of high pressure is going to be staying stagnant across the Middle Ohio Valley over the next couple of days, especially through Labor Day weekend. So mainly our radar is going to be staying nice and quiet, but the temperatures, they're on that upward trend. Low 80s going into the afternoon. Quite a nice evening, 81 degrees. So you're going to need those sunglasses on the way home from work instead of the sweatshirt that you're bringing with you on the way to work. We're going to be on average for today, still slightly warmer down south into Pomeroy and Ravenswood. Typical average high as we get into the first week of September will be on that downward trend, but right now 83 is the average. And of course, it is Friday, so got to talk about some football. Heading into Morgantown, that's where Parkersburg South will be going today. They'll be going against University at 7:30. Kickoff temperatures, mid-70s, will slowly descend into the low 70s by halftime. Now moving into the weekend, really Futurecast not going to be showing a lot going on. Even moving into Saturday morning, cloud cover not really going to be there. Maybe a few patches of fog. That's really much it. The sunshine is going to be sticking with us all the way through the weekend with a few clouds here or there, and that's going to continue to bring those temperatures on that upward trend. By Sunday, we'll be into the upper 80s, and then it's going to be feeling a little bit like Memorial Day with those low 90s coming back. It feels like we're rolling back into summer, but don't worry, it is September. We'll see a slow decrease in those hot temperatures by Thursday as we drop back into the upper 80s. But also the most dangerous when you're on the roads, and that is snow squall. So what is a snow squall? Well, that's when we get that sudden burst of heavy snow over a short period of time, but also some breezy conditions that will bring whiteout conditions. So when you have that combined with very cold roads, you'll get those slippery conditions, and when you can't see, that is very, very hazardous. So that's why the National Weather Service does have snow squall warnings for us. So that's when we have visibility under a quarter of a mile and those cold roads creating those slippery conditions, and in some situations can even push out an emergency alert, just like severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings, to advise you that, well, we're looking at those hazardous conditions moving in. So if you are hitting the roads, to take it slow and maybe find a place to pull off just for a little bit now. So today is the first day of summer, which is the summer solstice, and it's also the longest day of the year. Our sun is getting ready for its own kind of increase in activity, so we are going to be talking to Alex Young, the Associate Director for Science at NASA, to share what's going to be happening. So Alex, good morning. Thank you for joining us here on Daybreak.
Good morning.
So we've been talking about that today is the summer solstice, but can you go into a little bit of details about what that is with that enhanced risk? And yes, it does include the Mid Ohio Valley. That's what you're looking at in the orange, which is a 3 out of 5 on that severe weather scale, all the way up to high, but so far we're definitely not going to be seeing that. So what are our risks today? Well, the main threat is going to be that damaging wind, which is in that red. So we're going to be seeing numerous reports of that. But we can't also rule out that isolated tornado threat. So timing this all out, we'll start to see some more scattered thunderstorms later on this morning, but the main bulk of that starts to build up going into the afternoon. And that's when we'll see most of that severe weather. So you have to make sure you're getting plenty of ways to get those warnings, especially download the WTAP Pinpoint Weather app. But on top of that, can't rule out that localized flooding threat.
That is so funny.
So I'm going to be wearing this throughout this.
You have a star. If you kind of bend down a little bit, Henry, squat down. You have a star.
Yeah, right there. Okay.
It's a floating star, everybody.
Let's talk about Christmas climatology now for the Mid Ohio Valley as we head into the Christmas weekend. Going to be looking at those warm temperatures, but we're not going to actually look at the warmest Christmas on record. It's actually set at 70 degrees. And also that cold weather we had last year, yeah, that did not break the record for the coldest Christmas. But rain, snow, not really going to be seeing much of the snow. We'll actually see some of that rain start to move in for, well, Christmas evening. And we'll even see that warm weather with us. Going to be looking at temperatures into the low 60s. Now, that's still a couple of days away. I know a lot of people have to do some Christmas traveling. And so far, the Mid Ohio Valley not looking too bad. But yes, we do have some of that rain off towards our west into Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. But as you've noticed, as those showers push closer to Ohio, that dry air really isn't supporting that. So we're not expecting any rain today, just partly to mostly cloudy skies and even really warm weather. We'll look at temperatures climbing all the way into the low 50s. So for those that still need to get any last minute shopping done, I think, Alexa, do you still have any shopping you need to do?
Just one.
Not going to be looking too bad today. Now tonight we'll still get a little bit chilly, down to around 33. And for your Saturday, we'll look at that chance for a few light showers still. Warming up then, looking at low to mid 50s and then closer to the 60s Christmas Eve. Sticking with those warm temperatures even into Tuesday, but more seasonal air will start to return. We'll look at that coming back for Wednesday and Thursday of next week, Alexa.